Welcome to the Harkening Deer podcast, a pod of contemplative spiritual practice through meditation. Harkening Deer is a Thirsty Deer studio production, and I am your host, Sean J. Stevens. If you would like to see this ministry reach more people, don't forget to subscribe, give a star rating, and write a review on iTunes. And I have some exciting news for our patrons. Coming soon to our Patreon page will be a contemplative recitation of the entire book of Jonah. The meditation will be released on this podcast as a 4-part series available to everyone, but it will be available to our patrons first, and the full unbroken version will only be available to Harkening Deer patrons. For more info on how to become a patron, please see the show notes or go to patreon.com/harkeningdeer. And now for today's meditation. Let us begin with our farms. Farm 1. No judgment. Often we can be so concerned with what we are or are not getting accomplished that we can judge our every experience through that lens. I urge you, friends, to allow your time with Harkening Deer, your time in meditation, to be free from this judgment. Meditation is a time to hearken, a time to just be. No judgment. Farm 2. Be still and know that the I Am is one. The I Am is God. We live busy lives. We live noisy lives. But this is a time to slow the hustle, to quiet the tumult and clatter. This is a time to hearken, to meditate, to be still. And Farm 3. Embrace a heart and mindset of Hesed. Hesed is one of the Hebrew words for love. Although simply translating it as love does not entirely do it justice, it could appropriately be translated as loving kindness. It is a covenantal love, the love of God, and I invite you to embrace it. Embrace a heart and mindset of Hesed. Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Everyone. Whoever does not know love does not know God, because God is love. This is how God showed his love among us. He sent his one and only Son into the world that we might live through him. This is love. Not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins. Dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. No one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us, and his love is made complete in us. If we love one another, God lives in us. My beloved friends, let us continue to love each other, since love comes from God. Everyone who loves is born of God and experiences a relationship with God. Everyone who loves. The person who refuses to love does not know the first thing about God, because God is love. So you can't know God if you don't know love. This is how God showed his love for us. God sent his only Son into the world so that we might live through him. This is the kind of love we are talking about. Not that we once upon a time loved God, but that he loved us. And sent his Son as a sacrifice to clear away our sins and the damage they've done to our relationship with God. My dear, dear friends, if God loved us like this, we certainly ought to love each other. No one has seen God ever, but if we love one another, God dwells deeply within us, and his love becomes complete in us. Perfect love. If we love, God